Uh, just let me brief about myself. I'm a Salesforce trainer. I'm giving in Salesforce administration and Salesforce developer and advanced developer, which includes the integration concepts. And according to my profile, I'm having about 10 plus years of experience in the IT industry, and particularly in CRM domain. And so far I handled various the Fortune 500 companies across the globe, both European and US market. Let me start with what are all the contents which will be covered as part of this course, admin course as well as the developer course, Salesforce developer course. So you are able to see that the content, what CRM, the fundamentals, and as part of this admin course, what we will be covering. This is the way I will be doing. First, I will give that introduction to CRM and what is CRM, why CRM is required in the business according to the competitive the business world, and what are all the features of CRM, what are all the areas which have been used the CRM applications, and what customers, how customer will get benefited because of the CRM application. And so these are all the points which will be covered. Let's discuss about in the CRM part. And as part of cloud computing and architecture, so right now the cloud market is in boom, and we have to in CRM how the cloud computing is the overcome to explain. I mean, in fact, being utilized more in cost-effective as well as to improve that our business to focus on their core, the core part of the business. So rather than concentrating on the IT area and all costing of the setting up of the IT environments. And let's talk about because these are all the points which will be covered in detail as part of the CRM fundamentals. So that a person can very much clear about why CRM and all about CRM, and what is cloud computing and all about cloud computing. Now let's come to the Salesforce. The Salesforce, what is Salesforce, and how Salesforce is getting associated to the CRM app as well as the cloud computing, and how Salesforce is working, and what are all the architecture of Salesforce, and how the Salesforce application can be utilized with out-of-the-box functionalities. So if in case of out-of-the-box, if business functionalities cannot be done, definitely we required the developers. So developers and administrators in order to setting up of the application in align with the business functionalities and business requirement. That is why we are required. I mean, developers as well as admins are required. So as part of this Salesforce course content, the candidate can able to understand what is that layout of the Salesforce and how it is working, and of course how to modify the custom object. I mean, the objects which are available. I will show the screen of Salesforce how it will looks like. So it has interface, UI interface, and the organization administration, where we can set the language, all kind of the financial year settings. If it is a multilingual, how that can be set for multiple countries, the same application. Say for example, one in Chinese and one in Japanese, the same application can be used for both the multilingual platforms for different countries. So how that can be done. And customization, this is the most important the concept or topic which we required as part of the admin and developer. So how that visibility, the application is being controlled through visibility, because the sales rep or service agent can able to see some view, some records. At the same time, as the leader of the service leader can able to see the more customers and more records. And these are all the more about the visibilities, how this can be controlled, and how to create custom fields, and how to create the dependent a kind of the pick list. I mean, the pick list kind of thing, drop down kind of things. These are all the customizations, how the record being controlled to not to modify by certain group of users. So these are all about the customizations which we are covering as part of this course. And the security access, as I said, the visibility controls, the security and access controls the visibility of both record as well as to showing up of the respective views to the screen. And overflows, this is a kind of process which how the user can be automated and business can automate the entire process. Say for example, if a customer is ordering something, this may require the sales agent will be creating an order, and but that order needs to be approved by the immediate manager. So in this case, we can automate entire thing through the approval process. So once the record order is created, it will be submitted to manager for the review or to finalize the quote or for finalize the price, everything. And once the manager approved, it will go for provisioning. So this kind of things we can, and same way we can go for the rules validation as if how it is applicable in all other applications. So the same way we can do it in the Salesforce also. And the most important thing is when initial migration or from the legacy data, when we want to import data into Salesforce, the more business related data according to the customer contact information or address information or a kind of from legacy trouble ticket or the service request management system to import the data. So we can use the data loader, the batch integration concept. So this will cover both UI level batch integration as well as there is a data loader utility is available. So how that can be loaded and how the batch integration can be utilized in a very good way. So these are all the points which we can see as part of data utilities. And analytics. Let me talk about when I say analytics, it's more important in the current situation to in fact of the competitive world, how the customer is being utilized, the existing customer being utilized for market the new product or to retain the customers, or how to analyze the customer's potential in future. So all these things we will be doing it in the analytics or we can through the reports. So this entire concepts will be covered as part of both reports and analytics as part of this analytic concepts, where we can see how to build the custom reports, how to utilize the reports which are available in the out of the box. Out of the box in the sense which is available in the built-in application. And finally, this is marketing administration and service cloud and sales cloud. So what are all the concepts which are available, and the altogether it required 35 hours to 40 hours. So this is whatever I'm telling right now. This is it's something more important thing which I am going to cover as part of these sessions, and which is not covered as part of some other the training the trainers. And I will be covering my way of strategy is I will be giving the basic concept, the theoretical sessions, everything about each and every topic, and further I will be giving the exercise which is the effort driven and which will give very good knowledge based on this exercise on each and every which will give knowledge about each and every topic. So rest of the things we will cover as part of the continuous discussions. Now I will come back to the very introductory session, the CRM. Let me talk about the CRM and teach about to get to know about what is CRM and the introductory session. Okay. When I say introductory session, there are very first point is what is CRM. CRM, of course, is a customer relationship management. Why CRM? It's to it's for customer. When a business they wanted to generate revenue or to support their product, whatever the product or services which they sold, they wanted to give assurance to their customers, so that the business can directly generate their revenue, and through the satisfied existing customer they can generate more leads in order to expand their business or to generate more revenues. So in this, considering all these aspects, the CRM is very important in this competitive the business world. So that is why most of the businesses are more keen on or more giving preference or importance to setting up of very good CRM applications. And the challenges, the CRM, to implement the CRM, there is the right product and the good product should be there, and moreover the business should be the business requirement, and everything should be have a clear picture about what exactly needed, and choosing the right product. So that is when that is where the consultants ask how to give about what is that each and every the importance of CRM, and which product can be, how the product can be utilized efficiently as part of considering these requirements without giving any much of customization. Yeah. Before this point, I would like to say one important point. Now, see, as if like the traditional software building, coding, writing huge lines of coding, there is the built-in product available in the market for CRM applications. I can say example, Siebel CRM and Clarify, Unica, and Oracle CRM was there. So these are all the CRMs which are a packaged solution which are available in the market. So the business supposed to purchase those products from these software vendors, software ISVs, software provided vendors, and they can use this for their businesses. When I say use, it cannot be used 100% as it is, because these products have been built considering a very generic the business domain. Say, let's talk about telecom. They consider about the major requirements about telecom, and they build that application. And likewise, they have built for healthcare industry, or for sales industry, or service industry. Everything's have been built in their packaged solution. But when a client is purchasing this product, that has to be customized either the minimally or hugely according to the business requirement. What are all the functionalities which cannot be adopted as part of the out of the box? Those points will be developed through customization and through extension of the coding. So that is what the developer, as a Salesforce developer or CRM developer, will be doing on the day-to-day life. Yes. Let me come back to that the CRM. So when I talk about CRM product, there are initially it was with the on-premises product. It's purely a client-server technology, and it is whole and it will be managed by the client after purchasing the licenses. So as I said before, it is very much cost effective. I mean, not cost effective. It is consuming more cost and the time to the client to focus on the IT industry. I mean, IT department separately. So in this case, the on-demand, there is one more version of the application. I mean, the same version of application is being provided to the customers on demand basis. Say, for example, it will be everything in the cloud infrastructure, and based on that, the number of users, the client can purchase the licenses. Say, for example, if only 50 users are there, so service agents are there, they will go for 50 user license. When the business is getting expand, they will go for further getting the further licenses. So it will be a kind of on-demand basis, and more like a pay as you go kind of a way. So whatever so this is where the cloud computing come into picture. Sorry. Let me start with the cloud computing. What is cloud computing, and what is its architecture? So the cloud computing is nothing but it's the servers and infrastructure. Everything is being hosted in one place, and we are utilizing the resources of these remote services which are connected in the internet. Through internet, we are utilizing these remote servers to manage our data or to access the application, to maintain the records. Everything we are utilizing remotely through internet. So when I say remotely, because some vendors, the cloud computing infrastructure providers or software providers, software as a service providers, they will be hosting the application in their platform, and this application will be accessed through internet using a single browser is enough. So this will be, entire thing can be customized. As a part of cloud computing architecture, I can show you a very good point. This is you just assume the cloud computing architecture in the pyramid way. The first layer indicates the software as a service. The software, as I said right now, Salesforce or Oracle CRM or all everything's are there in our Zoho CRM. These are all the market, the providers. I mean, on-demand cloud computing CRMs available in the market products. They hosted in the their own network. I mean, their own data center. So as part of this SaaS, software as a service, we have limited access. We can access their applications, whatever available in the out of the box, so that a customer need not to purchase these softwares, and they can use it on demand basis, and more like a pay as you go according to the paying licenses. And this software as a service will be running in a platform. That is, its platform, when I say, we can say that in order to customize those applications, so a good platform is needed to customize, or to say that what to say, to develop. We can say that in a .NET development environment, we have the proper editors and all runtime agents. Everything should be present in order to foundation classes, Microsoft foundation classes. Everything should be required in order to execute a project or develop a new project, new app. So these are all the prerequisite tools or the software's programming languages which are required to build this application or to customize the applications. So this platform will be provided by this platform as a service vendors. I mean, the infrastructure provider. I mean, the platform as service provider. So that the user can do their customizations over the internet itself, over the cloud application itself. So this platform, when I say the infrastructure development, all these things, this should be executing present in the one environment. Environment in the sense a proper OS should be there, and proper network should be there, and proper hardware and the compatible hardwares, and all memory storage devices should be present. These things will be customized and handled, implemented and built and managed by the infrastructure service. These providers will be taking care of setting up of the infrastructure, and they will be giving the entire the infrastructure without any outage or without any zero downtime. So this is where, when I say why I asked you to think about in a pyramid way, when we go about that deepmost layer, the visibility, when from top to bottom approach, the flexibility is getting increased. When a person getting with license with the platform along with the SaaS as well as platform, then he is having a flexibility to build an application. So this is the very high level and very brief explanation about that cloud computing architecture. Now let's come back to the Salesforce. How Salesforce is being mapped with respect to the CRM as well as the cloud computing, and what are the futures of Salesforce and advantages of Salesforce. Why the clients are prefer to choose Salesforce. So we will discuss about these points. Okay, Salesforce is nothing but an application, CRM application, which inbuilt contains. There are multiple domains have been areas have been covered. Part for sales and service and marketing, and based on the customers, the requirement, business requirement, a custom cloud can be created according to, in case of to maintain their hotel industry, or to maintain their travel industry, like travel domain. So these are all the things we can customize, and we can use it the Salesforce in the cloud. And this Salesforce is present in the common data source, data center, and this will be utilized. I'm sorry, just a second. Let me continue. The Salesforce CRM is present in the cloud, and which will be running in the force.com platform. Now you could map what I was telling in the cloud computing architecture. A software as a service, which is a software is built and is running in the cloud, and under the platform, platform as a service, that platform is force.com platform. And so this is the Salesforce, application, is been running in the force.com platform. Okay. Now the benefits of cloud computing and the Salesforce. When it's the cloud computing has the very good futures. The one is the very important, and the future is multi-tenancy. The multi-tenancy, the definition is the resource can be one software, single software instances can be virtually partitioned, and that software can be used by multiple customers. This is called a multi-tenancy. It is totally how differentiating from the software implementation what we are purchasing. So when we wanted to implement any the software CRM applications or marketing applications, we have to purchase a license and the dedicated software, and that needs to be installed in our machine. And whenever any upgrades are happening by the software provider, so then we have to do the patches and in any kind of enhancements. Some may require downtime of the servers, everything. So in this case, we may lose. First thing is we have to maintain it, and whenever any packages or any kind of enhancements, we have to apply that, and so that it may require kind of downtime to the production environment. So this will indirectly impact the business and the revenue and the customer satisfaction. Though there are some more technologies and some more architecture principles are there to go for zero downtime, but apart from that, to avoid that more, again, everything we can do that, but the cost-wise, it will be very huge, and the time-wise and maintenance-wise and resource-wise, it will consume it will consume more resource or the cost. So to avoid that, the multi-tenancy is the one software which is hosted in the application, one environment, that the same software instances will be given to multiple customers. So that they need not to worry about any kind of upgrades or any kind of, it's just like sharing of one common resource for multiple customers. So, and Salesforce itself giving a very good example for this particular multi-tenancy is we can take it up our building or apartment where the water facility or electricity facility, everything is being everything's are a common, or lift we can say, everything are a common resource which we are sharing among the entire tenants, and based on that consumption and what based on the requirement we are paying that. Say for example, based on the water consumption, it will go for it will be charged accordingly. So this is the very good the real-time example for the multi-tenant architecture. And the second best good feature is the scalability and flexibility. I mean, the subscription model in continuation with the multi-tenant, as it's fed electricity or water. So it will be based on the consumption. It will be charged. This is a more like subscription model. This is what I was explaining. Based on that usage and based on the number of licenses required, they can go for purchasing the licenses, say for example initially 10 licenses, and so that when business expansion, when business is expanding, then they can go for 15 more license, whatever the number. So this is more like a subscription model, and since because of this subscription model, they will be able to scale the application or scale the environment or storage, everything. This is what the Salesforce is different from some different other on-premises applications compared to the on-cloud and on-demand and on-premises application. Because in on-premises application or implementation, the storage and everything is being scaled in on the design phase itself. Accordingly, this will be the storage device or the hardware device, everything will be planned. But in on-demand, the cloud computing and Salesforce, so based on the license, each license have some the limited access, and that is why they have the different kind of licenses, like I can tell you, like group edition, professional edition, enterprise edition. These editions are, we will discuss about each and every edition in detail in the future classes. So according to these editions will determine how much space is required and what is the its limitations, and how many, say for example, if they are setting up one particular data center and they know what is the capacity of the particular data center and the storage devices and everything, accordingly they will separate it as a number of licenses, and when users are getting increased, accordingly they will automatically scale that they will forecasting that the requirement, based on the requirement they will scale accordingly. These are all the good benefits of to avoid not to network outage or not to face any kind of experience to the customers when they are using accessing the applications, their servers. And upgrades, automatic upgrades, it's more like since the application is running in their platform and in their data centers, they will go for any kind of upgrades. They will apply patches or apply enhancements on that application, and it will be reflecting in across all the software instances. There is no downtime required. It will be the good feature. These upgrades will be happen yearly thrice based on that the bugs which they identified, or based on that enhancements which they got from the experienced users. So they will be implementing these upgrades, and because of this, it's very good maintenance, and one of the best feature is the customer or the user they need not to worry about the code or the functionalities which they developed in the earlier versions. Will that work at the future versions or the enhanced versions? Because this is backward compatibility application, and these upgrades will never impact whatever the code built in the earlier versions. These are all the very good features of the Salesforce cloud computing and Salesforce CRM. When I say the customers, this is what I said. Initially, it was for on-premises. The customers were using on-premises. Now they are slowly trying to move on to the cloud applications to enhance their the focus into the core business, as well as to reduce the IT cost. And considering the security, since it is in a cloud computing, still some industries are questioning about the security. How the Salesforce can, what is the, how reliable the data can be stored safely and securely, because the data is very important. According to the business, it's more like the company is highly confidential. So when some people are trying to keep these things in that remote places, then they will be very much concerned about the security and safety about their records. And so Salesforce is giving the very excellent data centers, because as per this is, as I think, right, so currently they might expanded with the so more data centers. As per the earlier data, they had some 11 data centers across the world, and there are multiple stages of biometric systems, and it will be completely monitored by the secured peoples with a highly secured area. Okay. Let me show a quick view of the Salesforce application, how it will look like. See, when I try to log in, I simply need to log in with the login dot the Salesforce URL, and it just all we required is we required a simple, a good internet connection and the browser, browser. So we can access the application. This is the built-in application which has come along. As I said, this is out of the box application. So these are all the entities like accounts, orders, contacts. These are all the entities or objects which, as the name signifies, it holds the related data. Say for example, accounts. According to the CRM application, accounts is nothing but it's a person or an entity. I mean, it's a firm which deals to whom we are dealing with the business. So those persons, I mean, those details will be held in accounts. And contacts for those business who are the right person to contact, who are the primary contact person, and what is their address and what is their communication, preferred communication and communication details, either phone, email, or the physical location address. Everything will be present in the under contacts and cases. Why cases are required? So in case of any complaints being raised, then this will be stored in the cases. And what are all the, so how to generate reports. So these are all the objects. So this kind of the business specific entities can also be customized. So this is what the developer will be doing, the administrator will be doing. Okay. Say for example, let me go to some accounts. So these are all it's a kind of history view where you can see all the accounts. When you drill down that accounts, this is the concepts of all the things. So these are all the data which are available, so that the business users can use, I mean the sales agent can use about and have a look about all about customers. It's more like to give a 360-degree view of the customer. That is why the CRM is being used. And the areas which just to give a recap of the few more points. As I said, the service and the sales as well as marketing, they are using this, which will give I mean, efficiently they are using the CRM applications. When I say service industry, let's talk about I can give one example, our telecom provider. So when we are facing any kind of problem over the network or a kind of billing or any kind of enhancements to go for internet package activation, deactivation, roaming activation, everything we are calling the customer care. And as part of the call, they will be log a complaint as a request, service request, and the customer agent will be working on that to activate or to resolve your issues. And accordingly, those data will be stored in the whatever each and every action they are performing, that will be stored, and it will be fulfilled. So these data will be maintained. I'm sorry, if any kind of questions if a customer is asking, then they have to resolve it. So on the in case of a modem purchase, if user can ask for how to install that help guide to go for installation, setting up of that hardware device or the software installation, then it will be provided through a knowledge base. So where each and every, we can say that frequently asked questions. So and each and everything will be maintained in the knowledge base and in the solutions. Accordingly, the frequently asked questions can be answered immediately by the service agent to the customer. So in that way, the fulfillment and the service assurance being enhanced, and so that the customer retention and the customer satisfaction will get improved. I'm just keep saying customer retention. Hopefully, everyone would able to understand. Nowadays, customer retention is very much important, and one retention of customer is very much important than acquiring a new customer, because one satisfied customer can bring according to the recent research says, one satisfied customer can bring a maximum of 5 new customers. So that's why the customer, the business is more focused on the service assurance. They wanted to give a best service after the selling the product or the service product, services. And when I talk about the sales industry, in this case, the sales also will be able to now services, once the product has been or the service been sold out to the customer, then what we are doing now for sales process, the sales and marketing is being used. First thing is to initialize the concept. Say for example, if a customer is calling, we are calling that some good service provider, Airtel or Vodafone or Touch Telecom, and asking that I want to go for some 1 GB data plan to 2 GB data plan. It's a kind of upsell. It's a kind of we are enhancing that product. So this will be taken it as an order, and that will be provisioned to the customer, and again that new data plan has to be billed, charged accordingly on the monthly bill cycle. This thing has to be processed, has to be followed. So this will be taken care for as part of the sales process. The sales process is nothing but when a new customer or an existing customer is ordering something, then the customer should be able to, the business should be able to take care of the entire flow to getting the ordering the product and to applying any discounts or any kind of special rates, and collecting that how to receive the payments, and once after the payment how to the goods are being dispatched. So once after the dispatch, the service part will come into picture. So now for the sales and sales and service, so they will be using for the initial acquisition of the customer, the marketing come into picture. The stage will be marketing, sales, and then service. I was telling about in the reverse way to get to know about from the end user to how it is being derived. So how the customer is being acquired. So through the marketing, there are so many campaigns and marketing strategies are available to acquire new customers or retain existing customers. We might know about, we might get some offer, we might purchase one product in some online shopping like Amazon or Walmart, anything. So once after we purchase, our detail will be stored, and we will be frequently getting the mails saying that what is that the upcoming product or what are the associated product is being coming to the offer, and they will be keep sending the mails between this timeline, this product, the same product or the associated product get for some discounted price. So these are all a kind of the marketing campaigns only. So they are generating the leads. So when a user sees that, they will click that link and they will go for have a look. So these kind of the notifications and say for example a new customer, they will be generating they will be getting the prospects and they will be running the campaign. Or for the existing customers, they will be sending, as I said right now, the email campaign or through telephone, people will be calling. This entire process will be handled as part of the marketing. So this entire thing we can set up, we can customize, and we can enhance the features through the Salesforce application, the developer course, and admin course. The admin, whatever it's admin is more like a point and click. The profile who wants to learn the course or walk into the Salesforce profile without the programming knowledge or without doing any kind of coding, then the best choice is the Salesforce administrator. The administrator's responsibility is, as I said right now, creating profiles, setting up of the custom new fields. Already in the account, they wanted to have the customer class, because right now the customer type or customer class, this is not present. Suppose they wanted to segregate with their business customers, their customers like a gold customer or platinum customer or silver customer, then we have to define those fields in the UI level, and we have to define what are all the drop down values like a silver, gold or platinum. So these are all the customizations we supposed to do as a developer. So this is what the requirement will come to the development team, and this can be done through a simple point and click. Suppose in case of any kind of the major customization, if a contact, we have an entity. Suppose the business hotel industry, they wanted to check their reservation according to the UI, how many rooms are available and what are all the rooms are freely at present vacant, and who are all the tenant currently staying, and all this information shown in the UI with that properly. Then these kind of things has to be developed through custom. So for when it is developed, it can be developed using the same the configurator, I mean the administrator only, its responsibility. So these entire concepts we will be covering as part of the administrator. When coming to developer, so what developer will be doing? There are in Salesforce there are some native programming languages there. That is called Apex, and that programming language is more like the Java, and with some advanced features of the Salesforce, how we can handle Salesforce the objects or entities. So, and this is the backend program, and to design the layout, there is a markup language like HTML. We have Visualforce. This is another markup language. Whatever the code which we are going to develop as part of HTML, that will be simplified using the markup language. And what I'm saying is, it's a very enhanced the markup language, which will give how to handle, how to design a very excellent layout in the Salesforce. And all programming language along with the triggers and all these concepts are available right now. So these are all the things, how the Apex classes and triggers can be developed, and how to integrate this application using coding with some third-party systems. Like I wanted to integrate with Skype network, Skype calls, or I wanted to integrate with my legacy applications, or order management system, or service assurance system, or legacy service assurance system, to pull the data, to pull the customer's external reference ID. These are all the things we can do it through the developer program, and how these packages can be implemented, I mean deployed to the environment, how the code will be moved from the developed application can be moved from one environment to another environment through that the customer, I mean Salesforce provided APIs. So these entire concepts will be covered as part of this advanced the developer program. And as I said right now, there are multiple tracks are available. The user can choose Salesforce administrator, and next level is the Salesforce advanced administrator. and this thing as part of the certification, purely based for the certification, and the Salesforce developer and Salesforce advanced developer. Uh, Salesforce has provided the multiple codes for that, the 201 for administrator program, and 301 for advanced administrator program, and 401 for developer, and 501 for advanced developer. And based on the experience, the multiple few more roles are there: architect role. So for the business users, people who are experienced with very good domain knowledge, with more than 10 years of experience in insurance industry or travel industry, they can choose the both service cloud and service sales cloud implementation consultant program. So once after that, they can go for the career as a business analyst or a sales cloud implementation consultant kind of role, sales or service cloud. According to, they can leverage their experiences in these areas. So how to give a proper implementation. So these are all the things available, the various roles and profiles available. And for the, as I said, for cloud consultant, for a BA kind of role, the 201 is the, or 301 is the very prerequisite certification. So if person want to, if everyone want to go for these kind of things, this is a very prerequisite, the certification. And when coming to the duration, I will be giving the each and every session with a very descriptive and proper examples, so that I'm taking up of minimum 30 to 35 to 40 hours to complete the admin course itself. Because the admin course, there are whatever we are discussing right now, it's a very few. There are many more are there compared to these topics when we discuss in detail. So I basically required with both theoretical knowledge as well as the very good practical session is more important to give a good administrator. So this is required 35 to 40 hours, and based on that person, I mean the candidate interest, I will be taking up the developer program. If they wanted to ready to go for the developer career level, then I can help to, even though if they are not having the good programming language, but they are interested to go for, so I will give some basic concepts of programming language using Java, and then I will move on to Apex. So these are all the points will be taken into, so according to your experiences. And the flexibility, it's very flexible. As we know, everyone, we are working, so accordingly, based on your timing and according to the work, the complexity or kind of work necessity, if we need any kind of flexibilities, so that is very much fine to me as well, and we can take care that very properly and promptly. So this is all about the Salesforce. A very quick view I gave about, just to recap, we talked about the CRM, what is CRM, and what are the features of CRM, and why CRM is important, what are all the CRM products available, and what is cloud computing, and why cloud computing is required, and what are all the advantages of cloud computing, and architecture of cloud computing, and how Salesforce is related to CRM, and what are all the domains or the areas which are available as part of the inbuilt CRM applications like service, sales, and marketing, and how the Salesforce, what are all the Salesforce features, and what are all the Salesforce the security level in order to satisfy, I mean, to the customers, the data security, and how, what are all the customizations and the developments can be done, and the integration. The integration in the sense both batch as well as real-time integration can be done in the stable. A real-time example for the approval process and workflow management in order to automate that the business cycle, business processes, and more about the course content and what we need to go for certification. If you want interested to go for certification, what are all the certifications available, and what are all the career profiles available after completing the Salesforce training, and more important thing is what is the hours which will be taken care, and how the training will be conducted in both theoretical and practical sessions. So it's all about that. These are all the points we discussed so far. If you have any further questions or any kind of points you want to focus and need to think about that, you can reach out to me.